What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. It's a day old, but today we're going to focus in on the extension Derrick Brassard signed with the New York Rangers to keep him on Broadway for the next 5 years at $5 million a season for $25 million. Don't really love the deal. Here's the thing: I like Brassard as a player. Gives you big center. That the Rangers have really kind of lacked, since a long time. But for what you're paying him, is it better than the Dave Bolin contract? Yes, absolutely. But well, I'm going to judge all contracts by that from now on, just because it's a hysterical contract. Whenever you get a good laugh. When he came over in the Marian Gaborik deal last year, 11 points in 13 games last season, 12 points in 12 playoff games last season, really played well. This year, 45 points, which was 2 off his career high. And 12 points in 23 playoff games. I think he was like 6th or 7th on the Rangers in postseason scoring. And in fairness, you got to take those statistics with a grain of salt. They Rangers are one of the more lower scoring teams among contenders. So that's is what it is with that. But it's a hefty payment for a guy like that. I mean, you're gonna be banking on him to be in the 65-point range, which I don't think he will be. Because I don't. And then the alternatives, who do you pay in that circumstance? But if you need a center and you can't just let Brassard walk away, and he's still not an old guy. He'll be 27 by the time the season starts. He's got plenty of hockey in front of him. He's the guy I really had higher expectations for. Columbus drafted him in the first round of that 06 draft. That was the first draft I watched the entirety of, which goes to show you that's when I became a full hockey geek. I thought, oh great, this is gonna be the playmaker that they've been looking for to play with Rick Nash. And it never really materialized in Columbus. 2008, 2009, he was in the Calder discussions and had a fight with James Neal. James Neal broke his shoulder, and that ended that season. Since then, 36 points, 47 points, 41 points. 29 points in the lockout shortened season, and 45 points this past year. Not exactly a big-time point producer, but he can help you out in the second power play. I think they'll get Stepan signed sooner rather than later. I think there's mutual interest between those two, and they want to get a deal done. But don't love this deal, and you can criticize me all you want, but I think 3.5 to 4.25 would have been ideal. I think they overpaid for Brassard, but I think there are worse contracts in hockey, plain and simple. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've been wrong before, and maybe Brassard comes out and has 65, 70 points next year. Just saying, it's not there with his track record, but we shall see. Anyway, that's our episode of the Power Play with CJ on the New York Rangers signing Derrick Brassard to a 5-year extension. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the offseason and beyond. Later, guys.